Um, okay, good. No encoder issues. I had some of those yesterday. Um, and you guys can go ahead and start whenever you'd like.
Okay.
Hello, this is Aesthetics of AI. As part of Group 2, me, Abdullah, Artem, and Robert all proudly present to you our group's presentation. As a group, we have decided to take a look into the future and analyze artificial intelligence through the futuristic lens. We've all decided to identify and explain how the future of AI will impact and cause changes to cities and societies across the world. When looking at the future, a few of the various aspects that AI could impact and affect include the economy, government, technology, and healthcare. We've also been able to find solutions to the many problems and issues that will arise with the future of AI. Now, Abdullah will begin by talking about the impacts of AI on the economy.
Like every technology, artificial intelligence or AI has both its positives and negatives. Artificial intelligence can benefit the population by assisting in important economic decision making processes. For example, it can help the companies in reviewing CVs and taking and making hiring decisions quickly and efficiently. Artificial intelligence is already being used to prevent DDoS attacks and can be applied to other areas of security like fraud detection, which will reduce the economic loss caused by the malicious actors. Artificial intelligence can be used in healthcare too, which will make it cheaper and more accessible, which can create more productive citizens and therefore be beneficial to the economy. Similarly, artificial intelligence can be used to produce other goods and services um, more efficiently and quickly. But all of this comes at a cost. Like all industrial revolutions, artificial intelligence, certain jobs can be displaced with new technology, and with this threat of job loss comes resistance. The security experts, the surgeons, and the hiring managers who had to go through years of training will find fewer job opportunities and will work actively to secure their livelihood. Furthermore, the artificial intelligence can create inequality as well. Their individuals and countries have the resources to invest in such technology, and they can use those investments to enrich themselves further. Now, Artem will talk about the future of artificial intelligence on government.
Authorities over governments, such as those in the United States, have specific interests toward AI. AI is being increasingly incorporated in many governmental sectors, such as military sector, for example. AI is very effective at certain tasks, such as image recognition, recommendation systems, and language translation. Usually, government assigning AI to do only one task, since technology can't adapt to situation as good as human. Another big benefit of AI is data collection and gathering process. During data gathering process, AI collects faster than normal human, but it also can make mistakes that can result in serious changes in the final analyze. AI is invaluable technology that can't be ignored. Government plan is to upgrade AI. AI is in future, artificial should be upgraded to make AI more useful and ensure that products being delivered by the technology are accurate. Our goals in United States, for example, is to learn how to face the foe with that technology. AI may seem dangerous, but it also affects positively on cultural part of the world, as mentioned in the next slide.
When taking a look at the technological side of things, the future implementation, development, and use of artificial intelligence may expand or hinder its potential within the various forms of technology, art, and music. In the tech field, AI does have several benefits, while also having some downsides. Development of future AI, as well as the implementation of it in various forms of technology, has led to new advancements and beneficial discoveries. For an example, the implementation of futuristic AI within the IT and ML sectors helps to figure out tough problems and issues that humans normally cannot figure out. Looking to the art world, the future use of AI can be used to help create artwork that is more unique, aesthetic, and creative. To add on to this, new forms of visual art, such as AI art, have begun to arise and will continue to grow throughout the future. This is all thanks to the implementation of developed artificial intelligence. AI also will continue to have long-term influences in the music world, as it is able to identify musical patterns and trends. Furthermore, the future use of AI in the creation of music can help to enhance the work of many musical artists. This also impacts the outcome of the music that people listen to, especially around the world. Now, Robert will discuss AI in healthcare and scientific research.
As we look to the future, it's becoming clear that artificial intelligence can be used to improve healthcare around the world. Some benefits that artificial intelligence can provide include the increased efficiency of doctors, the improved accuracy of medical scans, and the prevention of diseases. As previously mentioned, one benefit that artificial intelligence can provide is the improved accuracy of medical scans. One field in healthcare that utilizes these scans is radiology. The scans done in radiology need to be as accurate as possible so that when the data is sent to doctors, no mistakes are made. Besides improved accuracy of scanning, AI can aid in data management, and the usage of this data can be used to further improve healthcare systems. Studies have shown that AI can aid in data management as artificial intelligence is much more skilled at scanning mass amounts of data, and it has been proven to be capable of creating data patterns for numerous applications, such as determining the likelihood of patients developing certain ailments. This allows doctors to be preemptive in the treatment of such individuals. In the future, through the use of and implementation of artificial intelligence in healthcare systems across the world, we can continue to improve the medical services that are provided to patients.
In conclusion, the future of AI will bring many changes, as well as impacts, to the aspects in societies around the world. Looking at the future of our world with AI, some problems and issues will arise in the economical, governmental, technological, and medical sectors. Despite this, there are several solutions that people can take steps towards.
The adverse effects of artificial intelligence can be mitigated by appropriately compensating individuals who may have lost their jobs. Another way, the ill effects of artificial intelligence can be mitigated is by providing a universal basic income. Artificial intelligence also should be more accessible so that poorer countries can equally benefit from the opportunity to use AI. Also, the direction of the development of artificial intelligence will be influenced by human decisions, and artificial intelligence will continue to progress in a direction that benefits everybody.
Garand's plan is to upgrade AI and correct any technology errors. To do that, they can support regulations and research for improvement. So AI will give better effect on government and other societies. The final goal is to help humanity and make future comfortable for everyone.
Another solution would include the ensuring that AI has a purpose in the tech, music, and art fields. AI should be well kept and maintained throughout the future in order to make sure that it works correctly and is developed enough. Taking action upon this, technology, as well as art and music pieces, will continue to thrive in future times. This solution allows for artificial intelligence to continue to have a purpose and benefit the future societies worldwide.
It's essential that we ensure that artificial intelligence is used ethically and effectively in healthcare systems in the future. We need to streamline its use and implementation to align with practical and ethical guidelines. To ensure that this is carried out, the training and education of healthcare professionals must be done. This allows AI to be used in a responsible manner that endangers neither the patients nor the jobs of workers.
Although artificial intelligence has numerous drawbacks in today's world, the future promises for AI to be better, more useful, and beneficial to humanity.
And that's that.
Yep.
So what do we got on time? Like 9:30. I
9:30.
was late with
9:30.
my stop time, with my
That's what
stopwatch.
I got. Nicely done, guys.
Awesome. Whew, good job.
I'm actually
Round of
now
applause
annoyed
for everyone.
with you. I'm upset with you for having been so worried about this, because then it made me stressed about you being stressed, and there was no need for it because you guys did great.
I mean,
Are you
considering we
sure
had
about
like
that?
a day to try to memorize our scripts and not look at our scripts so much, I was
I think
very
we
worried.
all did an amazing job. So good job to
Yes,
everyone.
I think we did pretty decent considering our time constraints.
Indeed.
I am the one who have 5 years of Russian poems studying and memorizing them. I did the worst.
Nah, you did fine, man.
Anyways, yeah, let's start with the interrogation. I mean, questioning.
Yeah, the interrogation.
All right.
Yeah.
So, the way this part works is I'll just ask each of you a question. I'm just going to go in the order that you appear on my screen. So Robert, Abdullah, Alex, and then Artem. And yeah, just give me an answer. You don't have to go on and on and on or come up with a bunch of examples or anything. Keep it short and sweet. Aim for like 1 or 2 minutes per
1 or 2
response, and
minutes.
we'll be out of here in another tight 10. All right?
Okay.
And then I do have a few just initial reactions to things that I saw, just some suggestions or recommendations that I can give you now. But what I'll do is I'm going to watch your video again. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to watch your video again, and then I'm going to grade it. And then I'm going to complete the training through the College Board so I can see what is different about my current understanding of how these are graded versus how they want me to be grading it. So that way I can correct anything that I need to, and then I'll regrade it, and then give it to you after that. So, yeah, that'll probably be Friday when I get those out.
Okay.
But yeah, all right. So you guys ready for the questions?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So
Anybody continue screen sharing? I'm sorry.
I got a
You got
screenshot.
it. You're good.
Okay.
All right. So Robert,
Yes.
and remember, I'm going to use the example questions from that 3.03 lesson here, and a lot
Right.
of them I'm just going to be randomly choosing people to insert into the blanks. Okay. So
Right.
this is no reflection on what I've seen your group doing or what I've read in the IRRs that have been submitted. Okay.
Right.
All right. So Robert, how did the group decide to incorporate the work that Abdullah did into the overall group presentation?
Okay. So as you saw in our presentation, we had our individual slides based on what we were doing for our IRRs. And for Abdullah, he covered economic. So we took key points that he was covering in his IRR and key points that we made together, and then we put that into his IRR for him to cover.
I think that's TMP. You mean?
Oh, yeah, TMP, I'm sorry. I got them mixed around.
That's fine. There's so many acronyms in this course, and that's
Yes.
just for the assignments, let alone all the analysis and everything.
Yeah. Did I cover the
Yeah.
question? Was that-
You certainly did. All right. So Abdullah, can you give
Yes.
me a specific way that your thinking was changed by the findings that Alex came up with?
Yeah, I'm actually, yeah, Alex actually researched about government, but I'm worried about the artificial intelligence's role on government. I view it as it's not as nice as Artem thinks. I think it's artificial intelligence in government can be dangerous. It's sort of like a nuclear war. It has a lot of evil potential, like a lot of potential for destruction. But again, yeah, it can be used for good, as Artem mentioned. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, I think he. I'm not sure if I heard Alex or Artem. But yeah, he was explaining Artem's. Artem
Yeah,
had
yeah,
government.
Artem.
Oh, okay. All right. So, just so you know, when it comes down to the day that we have to submit this, I cannot be responsive whatsoever. There will be no elaboration, no follow ups, nothing like that from me. But if I had asked the question on the official one, what was the impact of Alex's work, and you had replied with Artem's and told me about Artem's work, that would have been a bad thing. And I wouldn't even be able to say anything or correct you or point it out. I'm not sure if someone else in the group is allowed to interrupt and point it out. I don't think so.
Yeah,
but
I
will
didn't mean
find
to
out.
interrupt it because after he was
Oh,
done
no.
talking, I mentioned it. But
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting too.
No, and it wasn't about the interrupting. It was about having addressed the wrong person, and it's fine.
I
But
think I
if
addressed
we had been in the
first.
actual thing, if you had talked about Artem's instead of Alex's, I wouldn't have been able
Yeah.
to count it as a correct
I'm
answer.
not sure if I'm not sure if he heard you correctly, which is why I mentioned it because.
Okay.
I didn't hear correctly either. I thought that's why he was talking about Artem.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
All right. Well, then I guess that's a lesson for all of us: is mic
Yep.
quality and speaking clearly. So.
Hold up, didn't he ask about Artem?
No, he
I-
said my name.
Yeah.
I heard my name, and I was a little concerned when I heard you
No,
start
but
talking
he also
about
mentioned
Artem.
about government, but Artem is the one doing government.
Artem has government, yes, but he asked what about mine. He said my name.
Oh, I see.
I heard rubber. Not you.
All heard different stuff.
It's okay. All right. So, Alex, your
Yes.
question. What is a way in which the end result of the team's research impacted your own individual research?
So, as a group, we kind of came together, and this is more so for the conclusion part with the solutions, because for our conclusion, we did the wrap up additionally with the implemented solutions. And we kind of took one solution from each person's part, such as you saw when we each took a turn talking. And then we kind of expanded that knowledge based on the broad information of the future of AI. And kind of like our team's, the entire presentation itself did have more of an impactful meaning on it because now I can see, I now see like more of the problems that arose in the specific sectors, such as like for the economy, it's starting to take out and make people lose jobs, and it's causing faster automation. And I'm kind of seeing more of that now after doing the research and conducting and putting together the presentation than I did beforehand. And I also thought it was kind of important that we all emphasized our solutions together as a group because those solutions can be really impactful for the future, along with as AI is being more used more frequently.
Great. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
All right. Artem, your question is, if your group had an additional member, one more person, and you guys had to come up with a perspective or limitation or lens for them to research, what do you think your group could have expanded to include?
I personally think that our group can research about AI in transportation area. Those like if we have another member of our group, he will research more of the AI impact on transport in the real life.
Great. That's a good one.
Fun fact: this is the only question that I remember answer.
Okay.
I don't know any answer on other questions but this.
Well, then I'm glad that I chose that one. All right.
Wow.
So that is basically that. You guys did a great job. Nobody needs to be worried that they bombed it or got a bad grade or anything.
Yeah, if I'm sorry to interrupt, but if I'm welcome to say, I think our group, like after starting a few meetings, I think we worked really well together. Even seeing like as everyone did take their part, I do love how we met a lot over. We even engaged during break, which I know a lot of people do take off that entire break and use up all. And sometimes some other people don't use their time wisely. But I do feel we worked really well as a team.
Awesome.
I would also like to add that Alex also did his part. He became the de facto leader and he narrated and
Yeah,
presented everything. Yeah.
yeah. Alex did great as our de facto leader.
Nice.
He was very
Very
helpful in
impressive.
guiding our group along
Awesome.
the path. So I'm
Happy
very
to hear.
thankful we had him as a member.
So, do you guys want my initial knee-jerk
Yeah.
reaction?
Yeah, smack us with
everyone
truth.
Is okay, is here with.
How did we bomb? What did we mess up on?
Is the recording
Nobody
off?
messed up on anything. There is nothing big here. These are all just little feedback things that I think
Yeah.
could have made it just like a little bit better.
Okay.
All right, so Alex introduced everybody, except himself, by the way. And that is fine.
Does saying me count to that, or am I supposed to say my I don't know that for formally because I did. I don't know if the camera caught it either or not. Obviously, you have to go back and see that, but I did say me, and then I listed everyone else's name since I was the one doing the introduction.
Yeah, and that is fine. I mean, I would personally have gone the route of saying, hi, I'm Alex Dixon, and then everybody introduce themselves, and then you pick it back up.
Yeah,
and-
because we were a little stumbled on that because we kind of just assigned parts and went from there. So
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that feedback.
I think we decided against doing that because we didn't want there to be too much chaos. I think that was one of our primary concerns when we
Yeah.
first started doing the TMP, and we wanted the least amount of chaos we could have.
Yeah, I was a little concerned when Artem told me that Alex was going to do most of the talking. I thought that meant it was just going to be him and everybody say a couple of words. But it balanced out very well. I do like the whole one narrator MC kind of thing because you passed it off nicely to everybody. It didn't take up too much extra time to say, and now Robert's going to talk about this. So that was nice. Everybody did a pretty good job talking. You guys didn't read off the slides. That was great. I would recommend speaking, now that you know what your time is, speaking a little bit slower, a little bit more clearly. Just being conscious of that is going to slow you down just a little bit. Nobody did a bad job.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it does have to do with like the amount of times we kind of practice it because obviously we were all new to this at the start, and then every meeting we kind of just got better and better at saying it, and then eventually we were able to do the whole thing together. So.
Indeed. All right. Everybody's framed pretty well. You guys are dressed appropriately. The backgrounds aren't distracting or anything, unlike mine. So that was good. Now, at the very beginning, when you guys talk, you did a good job of setting up your perspective and your lens and the topic and everything. I would recommend including just a very brief definition of aesthetics. Because you talk about, we're going to discuss the aesthetics of AI. Maybe
That was just our group name.
Was that?
Yes,
that was our group name.
Yeah, that was our group name that we chose. So our title slide when we introduced, and you will see this when you rewatch the video, we just had the title slide, which was "This is Aesthetics of AI," which is our group name in general.
Got it.
And then we had where we list off our group 2 and then our members.
That was my idea!
And yeah, I loved his idea for that. We took it, we incorporated everyone's ideas into it, and we made it work. So.
Okay. All right, cool. You may want to consider when you do the part 1, you're going to be spending more time on it. You guys will have more time to practice and think about your presenting skills and everything. You may want, when you do those slides, to include some animations for your images or text. Just like if each of you knows your slide well enough, if Robert's going to be doing it, he can introduce that new piece of text when you change the topic.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
something
after
that we
observing
definitely
group ones,
think
I
that-
could see that ours was very bare bones.
I mean,
ours
I
was-
would-
and the
yeah,
slides are
everyone's
fine.
is different, but yes, we definitely
Yeah.
could have gone a little extra on that and done a little bit more. I do agree. Not just the number of slides. I do agree. This number of slides doesn't really matter too much, but we could have definitely done some more design preparation for it.
And that's fine. Just there's a little bit of psychology behind it. So like as a teacher, I always try to make my PowerPoints come in one thing at a time because students have a tendency to just like write down everything off of the slide word for word. And if you put it all up at once, they're paying more attention to reading everything on the slide than they are to what you're saying, and then they kind of tune back
Yeah,
in.
implementing the 6x6 rule, we kind of just did main key points on the slide, and that's how we did not have to go off the slides at all for
Yeah.
the entire presentation.
Yeah, we didn't go
off the
just
slides
did
at all.
have- Those
And
were
we
kind of
have-
just for you to see about the main ideas of that are covered in each slide.
Yeah. Just kind of time it so that anybody who, because when we have an audience full of people, especially at like an academic conference, people are
Yeah.
zoning in and out and they're talking to their colleagues about something. So if you have that bullet point up there and that's what you're talking about at the time, when it changes and another one comes in, now somebody can re-engage with it and they can know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, that is something we didn't exactly do. We kind of just did it based on who's talking. So I did notice, like, and other groups might have done this too, but they might have switched whoever's talking per slide, and they had short slides with just a few lines each, and that would re-engage the audience in case people are zoned out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and again, this is not something that you need to go back and do or to make sure 100% is in your next thing. I just think that's one of the ways to make sure that you're hitting that far end of the rubric, that you're getting all of the points for the engaging the audience and the engaging design stuff. So, okay, so other than that, the only other thing that I had was the conclusion slide that you had, and then each of you spoke. That was good. I would definitely do animations there if you're going to keep just that one slide, but you could consider breaking it up so that when each of you is talking about the conclusion, your particular part of the conclusion is the focus of a slide, and then another wrap-up one.
Yeah, because we all kind of just agreed on the simple number of slides, and then we all agreed on I kind of generalized the format of it. Artem took the designing, so most of the designs are Artem, and we kind of reorganized. I kind of reorganized and did the layout for it. But yes, I do agree that we could have done all of those extra stuff to help better the score and the presentation.
Awesome. Okay, well that is all that I've got. Anything else that you guys needed to discuss or cover?
How's gonna be the next project?
Well, you guys, so right now, you guys can go ahead and jump in and start thinking about it.
Okay.
The topic is entirely up to you.
So is it us four working together again?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
how is that going to work?
Yeah, you guys are going to be the only group of 4 left. We have one person leaving us, unfortunately. Yeah, you guys have been grouped together because you listed similar interests in that survey at the beginning of the year. So just start thinking about whatever might interest you that you want to do more research in and present on.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, by the way, is it okay if I post this to a private YouTube thing so I can share
That's
it?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
sure.
saw
Let
your
the group
YouTube
see how we got
video.
slaughtered.
All
Well, I
right.
think we did actually good though.
Yeah.
Mr. Lightfoot, I saw your YouTube videos. It's bad to leave your channel. It's like a year from last video you sent.
Yeah. I mean, I used it for assignments in my master's program, and they're like, "All right, we're going to do video production, and so you have to make a video." And so I would post it there so I could share it with the teacher. It's not
Do
really,
a gaming, please.
Yeah, do some gaming playthroughs.
maybe the audio is not school appropriate when I'm playing games, but
Right.
I did just 100% Ragnarok, so.
Oh, nice.
Yum.
That's cool.
Yep.
All right.
All right, gang.
No,
Oh yes, IRRs. Those are due within
Yeah.
10
So
minutes.
how are we
Your
submitting
timer
all
on
of it?
that?
'Cause I know we have a lot of stuff in week 18. We have the submissions, and then we also have the individual reflection, and then the group post. So what are we doing all about that?
I want everything from semester 1 done and graded and back to you like this week.
Okay.
Okay.
And we are submitting
Semester
the
one,
IRR
have-
and our PowerPoint. I did send in the chat. I think we have it pinned for our group. It is a link for live Pasco
Yeah.
through PowerPoint,
shared
and it's the link to our PowerPoint basically in edit mode, of course. But
Oh, yeah.
are we okay if we all submit that link and then
Yeah.
our IRR is attached?
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay, wait, the link or we downloaded?
Just submit in the comment. Just give me the link for
Yeah,
your slides,
I did the same.
and then
Yeah,
for the
the-
document, just give me your IRR.
Yeah.
Do we
Also, Mr.
know where that
Leslie, I
link
haven't
is,
changed
folks?
my IRR, so it's how it was like the
And we got it.
Okay.
Yep.
That's fine. You turned it in so early. I wanted to give it back to you before your presentation, just in case you had a new version or something. So
It's so a lot to change that I think I will do even worse if I change it.
that's fair. All right.
Yeah,
guys.
I'm